We remembered. So we are off. Last week we were standing. So when we regroup, you gotta really take a stand. That downward energy and the effort of balancing, we were standing on one leg a good deal, creates a focus. And the focus is a remedy for the fragmentation. We know what to believe. We know what's right for us. And I was just talking to Adam about I totally forfeited what was right for me. Heard some special dude talk on a podcast about how important it was the way that he was eating. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm eating the wrong way, which I like Martha. So that was calling me and that was calling me. And I gave up the thing that I really, really know. So coming in, standing on one leg, you can only do that. That's just you with you. Like what really holds me up? So from there, we'll begin to open the chest. And then the following week, we'll twist it out. So these are the ways that we regroup. Awesome. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Kathleen. Good morning. Oh, so good. If you're replaying, hello, hello. I will be away on Wednesday and on Friday. On the homepage, on marthamcalpin.com, that first page, a link will show up on Wednesday morning. Hi, Betty. And a link will show up on Friday morning. They're already recorded, but they'll appear. It's like an advent calendar, right? Thought about making a yoga advent calendar. Wouldn't that be so much fun? So here we go. And we are recording. Yes, we have pressed all the buttons. Sitting tall, put your palms together. Rub them briskly. Headquarters turning on. All the things. Oh. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I'm tuning in. That's great. Who knows? Inhaling deeply. Om Namo Namo. Om Namo. Namo. Om Namo. No. We bow to what's beyond what we can imagine. That the day ahead of me, I can make plans. But the intricacies of those plans that give them meaning and stitch the day against another day and stitch it to a memory, take me further than I can imagine. This is all we say. Hands, knees. Hands, knees. Tuck your chin. And in hands, knees with your knee, with your chin to your chest, wag your tail slowly, slowly, side to side. And stay for 3. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Travel well. 2. And drop the navel, lift the heart, spread your fingers, shrug your shoulders, and then round it up. Into open, out, close. And we begin. Work there, turn your left thumb to the front or turn your left thumb to the left, putting the left palm to the floor, start to open the wrist, the palm, the fingers. Feel it all the way up in the left side of your heart, the left side of your jaw, your ear canal. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Fingers forward and turn your right thumb forward. Draw your palms apart, open the back, and turn your right thumb right palm. So really a back bend begins in our hands. And through our hands, spread the bones of your hands. Lengthen from the ball of your hand to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, up through the arm, through the neck, the ear canal, the right side of your heart for 3, 2, 1. Turn your fingers forward, round, and circle your head. And circle. And let the circle go elsewhere. And the chest moves. And the heart starts to move. And the hands are plugged in. And maybe you start getting a little bit of a figure 8. The hips circling one way and the shoulders and chest the other. 3. All the way through the throat. 2. Good, good, good. And reversing. So there's a fluidity, a pliancy. 3, 2. Yeah, step your hands a step forward and your hips a bit back. Now arch the back and look forward and come onto your fingertips and then inch your fingers forward. Getting a little space in the front of the chest and really opening the front of the thoracic spine, the spine that's made of your ribs, that's connected to your ribs. And maybe one day you put your heart and your chin on the floor as you look forward. In some circles, it's known as puppy. 3 and 2. And then walk yourself back up and then finding child's pose. Let it fold back. Rock your tail side to side so the circles are still in you. Rock your shoulders side to side. Good. Put your left hand in the middle, rise up, take your right hand back behind you and bring it over. And put it outside the left. So the pinkies are side by side and fold back to child. Rise up, hands, knees, left hand, sweep, and bring it outside the right. So you're sweeping in a circle and you're crossing your wrists. And you can go as swiftly or as slowly as you like. Beginning to turn at the rib. And if I turn my bottom rib a little further, I turn the top rib a little further, I spin through the spine a little further. 3, 2, 1. Yes. So that when you come up, you uncross, you tuck toes, you down dog, and keep your knees very, very soft, widen the feet, and then wide walk. One heel and then the other, drop the head. So there's still the echo of this little circle of your hips. You can even circle in your dog. And reverse your circle. Drop the head, turn the chin. And then extending out, knees are soft. Hands and knees, you'll add a block. So the block goes underneath the left hand and you spin your left toes out. Toes tuck under. So if I was kneeling, my toes are tucked under behind me. My left hand is down on the left. My right foot flattens. My right hand comes over. So bring elbow to knee, tuck your chin, and then hand over head, open up. And elbow to knee, tuck your chin, and open up. 5. 4. Can you find the full footprint of your right foot on the floor each time? 1 more. And pivot your left foot closer to the block, and that lets your hip come forward. Open, close your right hand to soften the right shoulder, to lengthen the right side of your neck. And then bring it down and change sides as you will. I'll put mine this way just so you can see. So again, kneeling, my toes are tucked under. Right hand to the block. If it needs to be higher, stand it up. And left hand over the top. Find that first, give it a little shimmy, let it open. And elbow to knee, tuck your chin, roll it in, and then inhale, open. And closing and opening. Exhale and in your pace, 5 more. And as you finish, pivot your right foot closer to the block. The right hip opens, take your time, there's no pushing. It's an invitation. And then bringing it back down, set your block aside, find your downward facing dog. Wide feet. Wag it out. So there's a little space in the undercarriage of the dog. Knees to the floor, hips to the heels, child's pose, folding back. Good, rise up, inhaling. And exhale, slide down. Draw through, peeling open, rising up and down just twice. Up and open. And rolling down. Up and open. And then downward facing dog. Arms are long, legs are long. The right foot steps up. And the left knee comes down. And right here, we add our lunge. So lift your heel and lift off. Knee down, heart forward, heel in, and lift off. Ha. One more. So that when you're in this lunge, you're firm. Keep the back knee off the floor, if you will, and take your hands up high. Inhale, exhale, elbows down. In, up. Out, down. In, up. Out, down. Knee to the floor, hands down. Step it up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, hands up. Elbows to the ribs. In, up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And fold. Right leg to a lunge. Good, knee down. Lift your heel and lift off. Lift your heel and lift off. So you're firming the leg. Draw the heel in, fire the hamstring. Keep it strong, keep the glute strong. Find your lunge, lift your hands. And bring your elbows down. And up. And down. Oh, and up. One more. And up. Ah, to the floor. Step back, down dog. Big wag of the tail, big movement. So if it's too much, you can keep your knee on the floor, high plank. To the floor. Feel open and look left. In child's pose, fold it back. Wag your tail, take a beat. Rise up. Fold down. Take your time. Draw through. In and open. And fold back. Down, down. Wag the tail. Loosen the hips of your dog. And lead with your left. And the right knee comes down and lead the knee down. Take your hands to your shoulders, reach up. And hands to shoulders.
Martha, you're frozen.
Got it. You go. Down, dog. Down, dog. High plank. Down to the floor, peel open, look right. And child's pose, fold it back. Excellent. Wag your tail out, wag your tail out. And set a block between your heels so that you can kneel. And one hand up over. And the other hand up over. And as you reach the right hand down, lift the left foot to bring it flat. And a little forward. And then the left hand over, put your left foot down, left hand down, right foot comes forward. And a little rock. So your pace, just being able to bring your foot forward, rock it out. And in the rock, you're bringing your calf as close as you can to your thigh. You're bringing your body against your thigh. If you need to, you can use your hand to help. But this ability to be a little more mobile in the hips helps the chest. One more each side. Excellent. So bring the next foot flat, wherever that is for you. And you're seated on the block. So the right foot for me is down. Lean into that and bring your left foot down and wrap your whole self. So now I'm sitting on the block and I'm rounding and I'm tucking my chin. Now lift with your elbows and tuck your chin and feel a little bit side to side, the upper back, the upper back, the upper back. Put your fingertips on the floor, rock off your heels. So that you can fold forward, holding opposite elbows and a little bit of a wag of the tail. Soften your knees. Walk your fingertips to the floor. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, and then gently take your heels back. And walk yourself to the right. Left hip draws back. So you feel through the left outer rib, left hip. If you were on a clock, the hands go to 2. And then big bend in the knees, wag the tail, walk your hands across to 10 o'clock. Big bend in the knees. Good. Walk yourself forward, hands to your hips at your seat. Lift your hands, reach up high, all the way up. Bring your palms together all the way down, thumbs to the heart. Stand for 3. Press your palms, drop your heels. 2. And we'll place the block right between your thighs, as high up as you can go. Walk your feet closer, hug the block. Good. And as though you were a Pez dispenser, roll your thighs so the block goes forward. And then roll your thighs so the block goes back. And what happens when you do that, when it goes back, there's a tilt to the pelvis. And as you roll the block forward, it tilts the other way. So just see if you can let that happen a little like you were swinging a tail. And then find neutral. So the pubic bone drops down and the tail drops down. And now we're so steady. Your palms go together and you cross your thumbs. And go a little forward. And go a little back. Around. And right. and find neutral and go to the right and go to the left. Feeling how all the connective tissue around your hips, your pelvic girdle, is related to your shoulder girdle. Make it a little smaller, a little taller, and a little quicker. Oh, forward, back, left, right, reverse, left, back, front. And can you make an X from 2 o'clock to 7, and 2 to 7, and 2 to 7, to 5, to 10, and 5 to 10, and a circle. And smooth out all the points. Move from your navel and reverse your direction. Enormous change to the navel, to the heart. Go for 3. Yep. Go for 2. Hands up high, go wide and come down. And all the lower aspects of the ribs and the waist. We come up out, we get very packed down here. And so that's a great remedy. Release your block, come to stand. Let's rinse it out. Sweep up wide. Inhale, bring your hands to your shoulders. Exhale, tuck your chin. And as you lift your hands, reach up, look up, wriggle the tail. And knees soft, folding to the floor. Step back, high plank. All the way down, chaturanga. And inhale, cobra. And downward facing dog. Plug your hands in, step your left foot down, raise your right heel high. Little bend in each and press them straight. Soften your knees, soften your elbows, and press them straight. Right knee, right elbow. 3, reach it up, open up. And 2, plug into your hands. 1 more time, elbow to knee, and raise it up. Excellent, the right foot comes forward. Put your back heel down as you take your hands back, and so that you can drop your heel to lift your heart. Straighten the front leg and drop your hands. And then bending, lift up high. There's inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now bend your front knee and lift your hands high. Stay. Back heel to the floor. Thumbs pointing back. Ribs and navel draw back. Only the right hand down. Reach into the left and square the back heel to the floor and up. And 2 more. Right hand only. Draw the hands apart. Raise the right hand high. And then setting down, lift the back heel, high plank to the floor. And cobra. Look right. Feeling the whole left side get a little bit longer. And either child or dog for 3. So the chest is opening out of the base of the legs. And as the legs grow long, they free up the hips free up the spine frees up the chest. Right foot towards the center, left foot high. So if your child, just meet us where we are. Soften your elbows, soften your knees, wrap towards center and extend. Soften your elbows, soften your knees, organize it and press it out. You may stay here or bring left knee, left elbow. 3. What if you were being drawn up to the sky instead of falling to the floor, reaching up? And you'll step your left foot up between your hands. Take your time. And drop your back heel to raise your hands high. Straight front leg, hands come down. I'm looking to square my hip forward and firm my back heel. Inhale up. and down. In and down. In and out. Keep your right hand, thumbs point back, strong right leg, left hand, 3. And in out. And it doesn't feel as though it's doing much, but you're wrapping that right rib forward, wrapping the right hip forward, wrapping the right heel down. And up. Reach forward and down, stepping back. High plank. To the floor. And as you find your cobra, look to the left. And child. Folding. Wag the tail. Wag the tail. Rise up onto your knees. Put your hands at your hips. We know this from the Tibetans. Tuck of the toes, tuck of the chin. Your heart comes up, your chin comes up. Exhale as you fold your chin to your chest. In as you rise. You're just taking your time. And again, it's one of those moves that doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's opening the whole length of the front of the chest, all the way up through the spine, the jaw. And as you tuck the chin all the way from the tail to the base of the skull, and you can work right there, tremendous, or hands to the backs of the legs. And you can begin to feel in the face, the throat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from there, down dog, and just feel the length, if you can, that you could float your hips up high and drop your head, and from the pelvic floor to the crown is long. Relax any tension in the neck, thumbs down, shoulders roll back, knees soften. Walk your feet to your hands and sit your seat down. Put your hands behind you. So my fingertips are pointing forwards, and I drop into them and I peel off. Fingertips roll down to the wrist, roll off, shake it off. 3. And you're really rolling through the hands and play with the bend of your elbows. Excellent. The splay of your hands, the ease of your wrists here makes a big difference. So now with the palms flat as you can, bend your elbows, widen them and wrap them in. Pressing the palms will lift the heart. So bend the elbows wide like wings and then wrap them in, press them into the floor, feeling the whole front surface of the chest begin to change. Bend your elbows, widen them, wrap them in, lift the heart. That might be your work, or lift the hips. Good. Rock forward, rock back, tap the hips, roll the wrists. So palms, elbows, press, flatten your feet, rock forward, come back, sit down, toes up, roll the wrists. Fingers roll down, plant your wrists, elbows in, hips up, feet flat. We're going to go one more time. Good. Sit down, toes up, hard up, roll your wrists up and close your fists. Fingertips, length of the fingers, heels of the wrists, elbows in, heart. Now this might be it. or this might be it, or plant your feet and find your tabletop. 3. So everything you've done, feel the tips of your fingers, the length of your fingers plugging into the balls of your hands to the wrists. The heels are heavy, the toes are long. You can go a little forward, a little back, opening the chest as you like. The head extends, but I don't tend to drop it back. Little wag opens the side. Sit your hips, lift your toes, extend your legs, hands to thighs. Notice, palms open. There's such a change in the front body as we do that. Lift your hands high. And we'll start with knees bent, toes up, and just rock back, floating the feet. And then extend your legs and lift your heart. And rock back. You can bend your knee. And rock up if you need to. Catch hold of your knees or your shins or your thighs or your pants. Roll up. If you rather, keep your legs straight and plug into your feet to lift your heart. Reaching back, half boat Navasana, and rising up. 5. In and up. 4. 3. Chest is broad. 2. Last time. Heart up, hands up. You're going to bring it down. Ready? Put your palms together. Draw your knees to your shoulders and extend your legs. 5. 4. Palms are pressed. Knees are opening wide to come to the outside edge of the shoulders. You're putting yourself together. Last 1. Knees bend, feet flat, palms open wide. Breathe into the belly. The chest is broad and receptive. So we made a space in the chest. We made a length in the spine, and now we've activated the navel. And that navel light, we're going to draw it right up into the heart. Plant your heels, lift your toes, plant your elbows. Stand in your feet. To lift your hips, to lift your hands, to lift your heart. And then roll your way back down. Tail last, toes up. So as you flatten your feet, let that serve to bring your hips up. And as you lift your hands, let that serve to bring your heart up. And then you roll your way back down through all of it. Go 3. Rolling over. Can you find length from the pubic bone to the navel? From the navel to the heart. Last time. From the heels to the head. Keep your hips up, bring your elbows down. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another, chest is broad, fingers splayed wide. And roll your way down, widening your feet to the outer edge of the mat, widen your arms. Your knees fall in a beat. The heart gets you have a bigger sensation of pulse. Knees drop to the left and then the right. So you start to loosen out side to side. Feeling the feet soften and roll across the floor. Feeling the ankles soften and roll across the floor. Dropping the knees to the left side, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Reach into the right kneecap, left hand holds right wrist. Then drop your right hip, let go. Knees wash, release your hands. Knees fall right. Right ankle over left knee. Right hand holds left wrist. Reach into the left kneecap. The left knee rises to the ankle. The right ankle presses down to the left knee. And then center. Step and center. So we'll return to our bridge and feel the change that that little shift of the hips has made. Lift your toes, plant your heels, and as you let your feet fall flat, let your hips rise up, let your hands come overhead. Roll down, we'll just go twice, and then we'll find the full pose, feet down, hips up, thighs falling in, hands up high. Bring your elbows down, keep your hips up, tuck a shoulder, tuck another, interlacing your fingers, the chest is broad. You're on the backs of the arms as you can, drawing the heels towards your hands, pressing the pinky edge of your hands into the floor, looking to straighten your arms as you can. When adding the bind of the arms, adding the length from your shoulder to your hand, from your hip to your heel. And then release wide, roll down, palms open. Feet step a little further from the body so the low back can release. This quality, this solar quality, when we open the front body, this is a brightening, a building, Brahmana, a quality of energy that enables, activates. Draw your right knee into your chest, interlace your fingers, keep it close, left leg long, and just bring the left foot up and down. 3. So we're relieving and balancing the low back, 2. Yep. And you'll bend your left knee, put your left foot flat, shake out the left foot. So if this is it, that's great. If you'd like to go further, perhaps you can hold the outer ankle or the outer foot, or if you've got the space, interlacing your fingers to draw your right knee down. So the web of my fingers is along the outer edge of my right foot. You got space. You can either hold behind the thigh and press into the arms, press into the foot, bringing it up and down. You can hold the ankle, helping it up and down. You can stay in that interlace. And then extending wherever your extension is for 3. Firming the quadricep, firming the hamstring as you can, that real that this is where we can connect all the way down to the bone. And then bending your knee, interlace your hands at the very, very base of your hip, as far down as you can, like you could sit in your hands. And then sit, press the thigh bone away. And it draws your arms away from you. Extend the left leg, flex the feet. So I'm sitting in the basket of my hands, and the arms are being straightened by the right hip moving away. I'm firm into the legs, into the feet, and I'm grounding all that heart lifted energy. We're connecting back in. And then knee to the chest and let it go. Shake out your feet side to side, your knees up and down. Walk your feet in. Interlace your left shin to chest, right leg long, heel up and down. Really, we want this balance to lift and open the chest and then to come back into the legs, knee bend, feet flat. So finding your version of happy baby, maybe you're holding the back of the leg and pressing out. Hand is high, near to the knee, or you're holding the back of the shin towards the ankle, bringing your knee wide, or you're holding the outer edge of your foot or interlacing your hands and bringing the knee toward the floor and then pressing into the heel. Go for 3, wherever your body permits and prefers. 2. And then extending wherever you can and firming the quadricep and pressing into that hand. The leg is strong. 3. 1, 2, a little release, a little press. And then the knee softens, interlace your hands. Go low, 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 low around the outer edge of your left hip. Extend your right leg, press into the heels, the arms straighten. Firming the legs. Right to the very tips of your toes. Bend your knees, walk your feet in, put your feet flat, put your arms wide. Press into your feet, lift your hips and take them left. Draw your knees up towards your chest and over to the right. Smooth out your breathing. And center. Feet flat, hips to neutral, pause a beat. Shimmy, wag, tap. And then hips up and over to the right. Draw your knees to your chest. Drop across to the left, arms wide. Feeling the breath even down both sides of the spine. Finding neutral. Finding the breath all the way through the upper back. And releasing your knees. Roll to the center, hips to the neutral. The quiet. In the quiet, for me, there's a place of forgiveness. All the stories dropping away. It's okay. Knees to the chest, rolling up. Our breath of life. Noticing as you come to sit, this base is steady. And out of the base, the spine is tall, the heart is bright. Any adjustment you need, little circles side to side, turn of the chin. And spreading your palms wide and then a fist and then a wide and a fist and really rolling out so your hands are bright. Because the heart, the pericardium, that material that actually holds the heart, that connective tissue is all the way out into our hands. Spread your hands wide, almost to touch. And they're going to pulse. And we'll go through 5 sips in through the mouth and 5 Strokes out through the nose. What can soften? Around your eyes and your shoulders, settle in, no gripping. Softening the skin around your eyes, the skin around your lips, the hint of a smile. I am expanding, and the expansion is welcome and I am welcome in my expansion, and I am safe in my expansion. Let it become very beautiful, unhurried, unforced, very beautiful. 1 minute. Last round in, last out. Hands up, inhale. Lift your chin, fill to the top. Tuck your chin and hold it all, little cups with your hands. Hug the fingers together, which extend the arms. Lift the heel of your hand, which lifts the heart. Hug your energy toward the spine and up into the midbrain. And as you release, elbows bend, palms turn open. Notice. Often any constriction, any holding. Allow, encourage any adjustment that your posture is asking for from inside. As you relax the thighs, does the seat change? As you relax the jaw, do the shoulders change? As you soften the skin around your eyes, does the scalp change? Soften without collapse. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. In this very supple stillness, soft. A drop of encouragement. The courage of the heart to encourage, to increase the heartness. Courage. If I encourage myself inside this posture, what happens? Sweep wide. Encouraged. Palms together down the middle. We will do that again 2 more times with an Om. A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. Reach high. Om. Om. Thumbs to the heart. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. What a week we will have. All of us. What a week we will have. And the unimaginable has more and more access as we make more space, as we make more alignment, as we make more encouragement. Who knows what could come? The unimaginable is waiting beyond what I think, oh, that could never happen. Well, now it can't. You close the door. But I am tall and I am curious and I am steadfast and I am ready to be astonished. So I will see you live on Monday and enjoy what comes between. And we will twist. We will regroup on Monday.
Thank you.
Aren't you the best? You are welcome.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Have a good week, Martha.